Alright guys, I found something really big to review. This is completely out of the ordinary. The item literally fell from the sky into my lap. It was so huge, I had to stop life as I knew it and devote all my time and dedication to it. This is by far one of the biggest Thomas sets in existence, so sit back, grab a drink and some popcorn. We're going to review the Thomas Bluebird Miniature Railway set by ERTL! Well, you know the saying, good things come in small packages. And this is really small, so it must be really good. Bluebird Toys was a British toy company that was founded in 1980. They were responsible for the Polly Pocket, which became a global phenomenon in the early 90s. Bluebird Toys also had an agreement with Mattel to manufacture Disney products such as the Disney Tiny Collection. This is the same Mattel that currently has a monopoly on the Thomas brand, as they own the rights to the Trackmaster, Diecast, and in 2013 will now own the rights to the Wooden Railway. In January of 1998, a hostile bid was made to take over Bluebird Toys. However, Mattel came to the rescue, acting as the White Knight, and purchased the company, thus protecting their ability to distribute the Disney Tiny Collection. So, let's take a look at the box. This set is pretty rare to find, and the box is even more rare. You just don't see the box out in the wild much nowadays. In fact, the majority of these sets fetch a hefty price on sites like eBay, and are missing the box as well as some of the miniature parts or pieces that were part of the set. As seen from my hand, this box is actually pretty large in scale. Measuring in at 12 by 14, it looks like 3 3/4 inch deep. The box certainly has some eye candy to it. It's clear that they really put some marketing expense into this product's package and really wanted this line to succeed. The colors are vibrant and extremely detailed. The front cover showcases the original Thomas & Friends logo on all 6 sides and also sports the name ERTL Miniature Collections as well. Some key points made on the box state that there is no assembly required. This set includes 7 characters. No batteries required. And for ages 4 and up, which is probably a good idea since these pieces are extremely small. In fact, I'm pretty sure a good portion of these collectible Thomas miniatures probably found their way into Minnie Mouse through the years. Some key features of this set, as indicated from the front of the box, are as follows. Working engines, cranes, and turntable. Push Percy along the track to the crane to offload the cargo. Features lovable characters Thomas, Percy, Annie, Clarabelle, Bertie, Bulstrode, a troublesome truck, and Sir Topham Hatt, the Fat Controller. Taking a look at the back of the box, we find an extremely detailed picture of the entire set. The bullet points indicate the following. The railway track passes through a big tunnel. The engines are back in the sheds for the night. Rotating the crane provides lots of engine yard activity. Thomas pulls Annie and Clarabelle towards the station. Bertie arrives at the station to collect the passengers. The working crane loads Bulstrode. Well, that covers the outside of this beast. Let's take this puppy out and dive right into the island of Sodor. Upon first inspection, I find it interesting that the warning of suffocation from the plastic bag is in about 10 languages. Okay, well, here we go. Okay guys, here is the set completely set up and ready to go for your playing enjoyment. It's absolutely stunning how much real estate they can fit on such a small scale playset. You really have an entire island to play on. You can take Thomas on an adventure from the sheds through the tunnel, or you can take Percy down to the dockside to meet Bulstrode, who is loading cargo to take to the mainland. Or perhaps you could have Bertie, the bus drop off some island vacationers to meet Sir Topham Hatt. the different activities you can do with this set are only limited by your own imagination. Take a look at Thomas as a reference to the size of characters that are included in this set. Now, I'm not sure if there are any other sets that exist that have a smaller version of Thomas. When comparing Thomas to a standard US Mint quarter, you can get a better idea of how small this really is. Or take my hand as another comparison. Or let's just compare the set to their wooden counterparts. It is absolutely stunning how small these are. Thomas measures in at roughly 1.25 inches long. This is really tiny, hence the difficulties of finding a complete set like this today on online auctions. Now, this set is user operated and only moves upon your actions. The gears that allow Thomas to roll around the track are not what you'd most likely expect from a type of set like this. I know, I was extremely surprised that Thomas and the other trains have these metal type wheels that fit into the grooves of the track and allow Thomas and his friends to operate around the island. It is interesting to point out that there are quite a few areas where the track just dead ends. Each end has this interesting slot on the bottom of the plastic as seen here. The end track parts are removable, and it seems as though Bluebird Toys had plans to make additional sets that would connect together to expand the play area. However, as indicated earlier in this discussion, Mattel came in within months after this set was released and took the company in a different direction, ending all possibilities of expansion as well as ending the miniature set altogether. There are 2 cranes on the island that can be operated. One of them turns from side to side. The other crane can actually load or unload cargo, as seen here. There's also a turntable that swivels from side to side, as seen here. The sheds are actually completely removable and can easily be lost. If you're looking for this set online, make sure you have all the parts that were originally included. Check this out. This has to be the smallest Sir Topham hat ever. The fat controller has apparently gone on a diet and has nearly disappeared. All in all, this is a really nice playset. If you're a collector, I highly recommend it. If you're going to have your children play with it, I wouldn't recommend it as the parts are extremely small and can get lost or broken very easily. And well, if you're my wife, well, she wants to use this Thomas set as a cake topper.